A great food and beverage experience is broken down in our perspective in four areas. So one is the food, obviously. Some venues we're cooking for 5 people up to 70,000 when you get into like an NFL stadium. One thing from an Aura platform that we go in there, it's really focusing on superior ingredients, what's happening locally, regionally, really highlighting the center of the plate items as well as, different produce, seafood, ensuring that the quality is there. We have some super talented chefs throughout our organization, and we've always been a huge supporter of the Culinary Institute of America. It's also my alma mater. I'd say about a third at this point of salary chefs have gone through their Pro Chef program, which is a comprehensive exam from an Aura platform. Any of our spaces that have it is a requirement that all the chefs have gone through this program versus a nomination program that's happened before, which was based around performance and tenure and so on. So this is requirement as soon as the door opens, this person goes through, and it's a benefit for them, it's a benefit for us, and it's obviously a benefit for our guests. Second, I can't have great food without a great beverage program. We have an in-house consultant that works everything from wine, beer, spirits to mocktails. I think now the non-alc space is such a huge player in the field. Rachel mentioned that we both work in collaboration with the design and development team. Obviously, most folks eat with their eyes first. The design element and being able to accent that in each space is very important to us. So our designers really making sure that the menus, the uniforms, the smallwares, just the whole approach to anything we put out in front of our guests all has some sort of theme or some sort of vibe. So to highlight the food, they're eating on the proper silverware, serviceware, along with the cocktails. The biggest differentiator that we saw was service. We hired a few consultants to really help guide us and develop a service program that hits every area from a premium concession stand all the way through a fine dining wedding, having a custom program, steps of service for each one of those levels of service. All of our managers and key individuals that would be in these spaces from a day in, day out will have gone through this program. And then obviously every season it's refreshed. It goes from everything from how do you set a plate, how do you pair a wine, how do you identify and talk about the menu. In most cases, we experience just folks setting up a buffet and leaving, never talking to us again, or just dropping off a plate of salad and moving on. But it's really jumping down and getting nitty gritty with a hospitality approach. We have a strategic partner with James Beard Award-winning restaurateur Stephen Starr. He's a powerhouse in Philadelphia and across the world at this point, from Michelin star restaurants down to family type venues across the country. He's an on-hand person that we go to in his team of chefs for more of like concept development, menu critique, front of the house, service standards, just more of a person to kind of gut check what we're doing. You don't hear about the good stuff we're doing, or you don't hear about the spaces that only 100 people out of a 70,000 person football stadium has access to, that, the menus are $1,000 a head plus. You never see what the chefs do on the location, or the fact that we operate independent restaurants. I just opened one with Stephen Starr at Wells Fargo last year, and you would never know that it's operated by Aramark. It's a star restaurant on his behalf. We're trying to change that narrative, trying to get the word of mouth out there, because of the great things that are happening in these venues is quite remarkable, and it is very different than what the public's perception is.